Hello, hello, people out there.
Not out there in the stratosphere.
People out there in the universe, because I'm global. No, I'm joking. Hey, I'm Lish.
And I'm D.
And this is Allow It. And today we have a friend of the pod with us here
Yes, we
today.
sure do.
She's the shadiest of them all.
That's a lie. That's an absolute lie.
So why not? Why not have a shady person here with us today? Because, everybody needs that shady friend. Nah, I'm just joking. We love her. Her name is Shamim, a.k.a. Mimi. Thanks for joining us today, girl.
Thanks for having me.
We're so excited to have you.
I'm excited, actually.
Yeah.
I think I'm excited. I'm not sure if I'm scared or excited.
I think a bit of both is always good.
Yeah,
exactly. I think a bit of both is always good.
Yeah, no, I think it's gonna be a good one today.
Exactly.
Yeah. So how was your week? How's everything going?
Struggling. Adulthood is kicking my ass.
Oh dear.
It doesn't get any better.
Oh, of course.
And it's just been a lot of adult stuff, and I don't like it.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
Yeah.
It's a big trap. Don't grow up, kids.
Yeah, exactly. It's a trap.
Don't rush. Don't rush.
Honestly, I wish someone told me that when I was younger.
No, but the way I was rushing, you'd think that I had somewhere to be.
You had to
It's
be
like,
an adult.
yeah.
You're rushing to
It doesn't
responsibilities.
make any sense whatsoever.
At all.
It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Besides the what is it called? When you're older, you know it's a trap. You know you've got things to do, and adulthood is killing you. But you're still gonna sleep.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I didn't. If I had one minor inconvenience, I couldn't sleep. Now, I'm snoring
Honestly.
because I'm tired of adulting.
Of course.
And it doesn't get any better.
Exactly.
And,
You
and
sleep
we're
and
all
you wake up
anemic with
tired.
low iron
Exactly.
as well.
The low iron does not help. Low iron left, right, and center.
I swear,
I know.
yeah.
Little
So-
did we know it was a whole diagnosis. We're actually sick. It's a disease.
Yeah.
We didn't know this,
Yeah.
but because we got on older, we're doing the blood works. We're actually taking care of ourselves the way we should be.
Supplementing,
Exactly.
Yeah, we need to discuss this. Why do so many black women have low iron?
Because we're not meant to be in this godforsaken country.
I do believe that, though.
Yes.
But then when are we going to get out? Wasn't the whole point of, my parents came here so that we can have a better life and then go back home. It's been 20-something years and I'm still here.
Of course.
here.
They're still here.
Yeah, they're still here. I'm not going to be here. I've made that very, very clear. I am out. As soon as my kids get set up and, I'm a fully fledged rich auntie, I'm going.
Where would you go?
I don't know. I haven't decided. I've got 3 options.
What are the options?
Senegal, Nigeria, South Africa, or Zimbabwe. I haven't decided.
Okay.
Or Mozambique. Mozambique is a good one.
Yeah.
Mozambique is my wild card. Yeah. So we grew up going into Mozambique because my dad worked at the border. So we used to go in there all the time, and it's such a beautiful country.
It is.
Yeah, amazing
Beautiful
opportunities
people too.
there too, and
Yeah.
beautiful people.
Yeah.
And why not just be a nomad? Maybe live in all 4 countries.
Why not?
Yeah.
If you can do it.
Exactly.
If you can do it, why not?
That I just noticed. I've been noticing lately in the podcast that I smack a lot. Did you know this?
What do you
about
mean?
Me? Yeah.
I do that all the time.
Honestly, I was just like, is there something wrong? Why am I smacking? Am I dehydrated?
I didn't notice.
You didn't notice?
No.
I actually noticed.
I've been watching you and I didn't
You
notice
didn't
that
notice either.
No.
Now people are gonna notice that.
Oh, well done.
I'm gonna make a conscious
Yeah.
decision
Yeah.
to try not to
smack.
Like,
yeah.
why is this bitch smacking? for?
Exactly. She's like, ew.
Why you
Gives me
smacking?
the
Why
ick.
you smacking in our ear?
With our introduction of Shamim, I must say that she's been a very good friend for a very long time.
I hope I have.
Yes, you have actually. And how did we become friends? We worked together.
Yes,
And
yes,
then,
we did.
I know how
I
people...
keep forgetting that we work together.
Exactly. I know how
How
people...
did I meet you?
I know how people go to work and they're like, oh, your work friend is not your friend. They're the ops and all of that
that's
stuff.
true.
And I think that's actually just more or less a Gen Z thing, because really as millennials, I found some real friendships in people that I worked with.
Or keeping those friends after
Exactly.
after working with them. So I mean, I think it's a big thing to still be friends with people that you once worked with, because
That's
a lot
very
of
true.
people, you know, once you guys leave the job, there goes the friendship.
Exactly.
So,
yeah, there goes the friendship. But yeah,
Yeah.
we've been friends ever since we left that job. Well, who left the job first? Was it you or me? I can't even
I
remember.
can't remember.
It was
I
a
think
great
you
job.
left
I had
first, though,
fun.
right?
No, I think maybe we all left at the same time.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
it was like in April, and I was like, yeah.
Exactly.
See you
Yeah,
later.
we're done. Yeah. We all
And then
left
it was
at the
just kind
same
of like, you know,
time.
that the trend where when someone
Spiraling.
leaves and then everyone else just kind of like
yeah, we're like,
goes.
we're done with this.
But we were
And
quite
so, yeah,
close.
we were very
Everyone
close.
in that place
Yeah,
was
we were
really close
quite-
with each
quite
other.
close.
And you were like a bonus
Yeah,
colleague. You
was-
were there
yeah.
all the time. Like, why were you there?
I did not work with them. I know Shamim through Dion. But yeah, after I finished work, I was
Not
always
really,
at their
because
job.
there was times where I wasn't even working, and
And she
still
was
turn
there.
up.
I was still.
Yeah, she was
that's
literally
because,
there.
That's
You.
because by that time I've already built my own rapport
Okay,
with,
exactly.
you know,
Yeah.
Shady Mimi over
of
here.
course, yeah. And everyone
Funny how
else
she used to call me
around.
Shady all the
I know.
time, but she's
She's just
Always
as shady.
there.
She's just as shady.
Even more
In
so.
fact, 10 times
yeah,
worse.
exactly.
But people really let her off, to be honest, because she's cute.
That is not true.
Shade, no
Absolutely
shade.
not.
Exactly. But yeah, so I cherish those friendships that are very long lasting. We knew each other before I've even had kids, even settled down. Nothing. It's mad. It's mad how
Very
we've known
mad.
each other. And the people that we know through that work, I still like in contact
Stay in
with
touch.
some,
Yeah,
with
same.
with some
Likewise.
of them. Yeah.
Funny enough, one of our friends is coming from Cameroon in a couple
Oh,
of weeks.
fab, is she?
Yeah. So
She does come once every like
yeah.
3 years or so, right? Or
Yeah.
something along
So she'll
those
be
lines to
visiting soon.
visit. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be nice. That would be really nice. She's a sweetheart. Yeah, she's a sweetheart.
Good stuff. And Dee, how's everything been going?
Oh, rough as you can hear. I'm sick as a dog, but you know we move because it is what it is, and you need to forget about this whole sickness thing. I'm sick. My kids are sick. Everybody's
down.
Everybody's
The crew's
down. The crew's down. Not only is the crew down, it's Ramadan, so the whole house is fasting. Everyone's high in the spirit world, but low everywhere else.
Low energy world.
Low energy wise and stuff. So it's a real transition because it's the first week, and people normally are like quite low during the first
Yeah,
week.
it's a struggle, that first
Exactly.
week.
In the next couple of weeks, you know, everyone should be.
It's going by quickly, though.
It is
to-
actually.
To kind of think that the first week is almost...
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
almost over. But yeah, it's been a rough week because of the sickness. But besides that, all good. All good in the hood. Yeah.
Nice.
you, Lish?
Yeah, I mean, per usual, working for the man.
Of course.
But, you know, we move. Everything is good. Same, my house is also fasting. Ramadan. Barak to all of you guys out there. But yeah, the week's gone by fast. I'm happy in this united of kingdom that the sun is poking out.
The sun is poking
Yeah.
out. The weather is warming up slightly. I'm thinking also this is maybe the reason why we are sick.
You think so?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
the change of
weather's-
weather.
Yeah, it's always back and forth, isn't
I
it?
mean, it
Yeah.
switched up. It was really cold one day, and then the next day it was
Yeah.
quite mild. So yeah,
it was
yeah, it has been
random.
up and down the
yeah,
entire week.
yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward. You already know what I've noticed here is as soon as the sun pops out, British people are completely
Of
different
course,
people.
Of course. They start saying hello to each other.
Yeah, exactly. They start smiling.
Yeah, the white jeans start coming out.
yeah,
the
yeah,
3/4
yeah.
length shorts.
Yes.
The flip-flops.
The flip flops.
They're ready. They're ready.
The Javianas is the
Yeah.
Birkenstocks. The Birkenstocks.
They're ready to
are out.
conquer the
Of course,
season.
They sure are.
Yes.
They're the pubs outside. I said that last week. I said, what are we doing outside here?
But they stay
It's still
being outside,
cold.
even
Yeah,
if it's
exactly.
cold.
Yeah, they're the pubs outside. I'm
Yeah.
like, it's
But, you
like-
know-
there needs to be a documentary about it. You know, like the wildlife documentary. What's that guy? BBC.
You know,
Attenborough needs to be outside of the pub and go. These inhabitants of the United Kingdom are outside drinking in 5-degree weather.
They love it.
they love it. They absolutely
Pub
do
culture.
love it.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, it's nuts.
So yeah, but I'm looking forward to spring.
Yes, indeed. Looking
Yeah.
forward to spring for sure. Not that we're gonna be in the country anyway. We're gonna be living large. So,
Where are you going?
shaking our asses
living
on a
On a yacht.
yes, we sure are.
Where are you
living
going?
la vida
Where
loca.
do you shake your ass on a
Oh,
yacht?
in Dubai.
Yeah.
Who didn't invite me? And then they say the shade is real.
Honestly, feel free to come.
You are
I'm
invited.
inviting everybody.
You are invited.
Honestly, you are invited. I'm going to send you the dates.
She is actually
I'm serious.
inviting everybody.
Okay. Yeah. I'm actually genuinely inviting everybody.
One thing Dion can do.
I'm gonna do
is
make
get
people
you
spend.
make you spend your money.
Genuinely a skill
that's the only type of friend that she is. The friend to make you broke.
It's expensive being Dion's friend.
Yeah. One thing she's gonna do is make sure you spend your money.
She's gonna pop that champagne.
Yeah, sure am.
She's gonna be in that Michelin star restaurant.
She's gonna make you buy that bag.
Yes, I am, and I'm gonna have a view.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
absolutely
one thing
not.
about it,
because I don't know why I'm going to Dubai. I have I have no idea, but I'm going. Why?
I managed to convince her in like less than 24 hours.
Okay.
And I was like, book. The pressure was intense.
Oh, when you booked?
Okay. Yeah, she booked.
Peer pressure. She falls for it every time.
I know.
That's how she ended up getting a second coffee today.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
you got a second
I'm
because of peer pressure.
supposed to be a follower. A leader.
A leader.
I'm supposed to be a leader. Oh my god.
You said it.
You know you're a follower.
Yeah. She's like,
I'm supposed to be a leader. And I'm over here following.
Not Beyonce following people. You're supposed to be the trendsetter.
Oh my gosh.
Talking about that, I was seeing people review her hair care line, whatever it is. I was like, you need to try it and let us know how it goes.
Yeah.
why does she need to try it?
Because I've got locks.
Because she has locks.
Oh, you locked again? Yes, you are.
Exactly,
Yes.
yeah. So I've got locks. It's not going to give a true, what is it called? I don't know.
I don't know how she
True
grows her
view.
hair back every 6 months.
Who is that?
The what?
Oh, this one.
She cuts it
I
off,
know, but
and
you
then
haven't
it's
cut
like
it this time for a
I
while.
haven't cut
Yeah,
it.
I'm the
Yeah,
one
I
who
haven't
cut.
cut it.
She didn't cut.
I haven't cut it.
Even
this time.
postpartum, you didn't cut. Normally,
I just did a trim
shave it off.
postpartum, but
Yeah.
I didn't do a full blown cut like I usually do.
I'm the only one that
So,
did
yeah,
the full blown cut.
this
And then,
time.
dreading again.
Yeah, exactly. I literally put them back in, a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, I missed them because I was like, getting the haircut situation, you actually have to keep the trim fresh. You know, you've got to be at the barber's making sure you're fresh. Otherwise, you're just in hats the whole entire time.
Exactly.
Sick of
Which
it.
I was
And with
not
the twins, it
prepared
must
to
be
do.
harder.
So
Exactly. And the twins, you go to the barbershop, my barber, you're there for an hour and a half. He'll be chatting it up. Next thing you know, an hour and a half has gone by. So I was like, it's actually better for me to be locked again. Because then it lasts longer than a trim.
Fair.
Yeah, exactly. And, the summer I'm going to be looking fine. Finer, rather. Yeah.
Exactly.
Talking about looking fine, what are you wearing today and why?
Nice cozy t-shirt.
Yeah, nice. The quality looks top tier.
I was just telling her.
Yeah,
I was like,
the quality looks top tier.
Thank you.
I'm here for it.
M&S.
I love. What is it about our M&S bag?
I don't even know.
Honestly,
M&S
it's autograph in M&S. They're a little bit
Yes.
Okay.
They're giving
yeah,
everything
that's
that
my-
needs to be given.
everything that needs to be given. My basic tees come from autograph.
Yeah, very
They're
nice.
so good.
Yeah, I love that.
Good old Zara's, you know me.
Yeah, of course. They look
those
comfy
are
as hell. Are
That's
they like tailored
something
joggers
like
type
that, yeah,
type thing?
something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
I was just
that.
going for comfort.
Yeah, exactly. Good.
And yeah,
Very nice. I'm here
Thank
for
you.
the whole.
for the whole vibe.
ensemble.
Yeah.
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you.
For the whole ensemble. You guys didn't give me the memo. Really, should have said wear
I know,
black
right?
or white. Well, technically, there's some black or white.
there is
in
black.
Yeah, in there.
Black,
But
yeah.
honestly, I was just feeling lazy as hell. This dress is from. Where is it from?
Where's this frock from?
The frock is from that brand. What is it called? That where you buy something and then you can wear it in three different ways.
Oh,
I know who you're talking about.
Never fully dressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Never
Where
fully
the dress
dressed.
is a shirt and a shirt is a dress.
Exactly. And the skirt is a top.
sarong. Yeah.
I ain't got no time for that. This is just a dress. Because I don't know how people do all of that.
The
Switch up. Just buy a
diverseness, though.
skirt.
Just by.
Just buy a skirt.
True.
But I guess it's sustainability.
I mean, it's a capsule, you know. You
Yeah,
can put it
exactly,
into
yeah.
your-
So what does that turn into?
I'm not really nothing. It's just a dress.
just
And I'm
a
not a
dress.
capsule. It's very evident. I'm not a capsule girl.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
capsuling
yeah,
anything.
yeah.
I'm going to buy it all and it's all going to be different prints and I don't care if it goes with anything. I'm still going to buy it if I like it. That's just it. So yeah, this is comfy. Wearing this, whatever I got. Yeah, jewelry, bits. And, my usual glasses because I couldn't be bothered to put a face on. And my headscarf because I couldn't be bothered to
it's
do my
Ramadan.
hair because it's low. But okay. Because
Look at me. Look at me. I thought she covered her hair because it was Ramadan.
Oh no, I'm not a Muslim.
I'm
so
joking. I'm joking. It was a joke.
I know, I understand, but still, no. Let's not get any ideas here, okay?
Yeah, let's not give him
exactly.
any ideas.
Let's not give anybody any ideas. Yeah, I just covered my hair because I just couldn't be bothered to do it, and I'm sick, so it just was the easy option. And you looking fly.
Oh wow, thank you. I'm in my TLC bag today.
Oh yeah,
because I want to create.
Yeah. Hey.
Okay, yeah.
Black people will always,
No matter what.
and it's always like in unison as well.
Exactly. I don't know. How do we get to the point where we decide, okay, this is the point where we're yaying?
I don't know, but
It was like,
even when we're out,
I think it's genetic. I think it's just in our genes.
It's in our
DNA.
Yeah, we're
it
just
comes with the
born that
melanin.
way. Yeah.
We can't help it. It comes with the melanin.
100%. Yeah, that's what it is. So yeah, that's an H&M shirt and trousers. It's not a set, so.
but it looks like a set, and I appreciate that you put it together because I need something like that.
Thank you.
All these brands, please hear us out here. Okay.
Yeah.
We look nice.
Exactly.
We look nice in your things.
Exactly.
We're putting it out there, okay? We're just putting it out there. We look nice in your things. It'll be nice if you could send us things.
Something. Hello.
Some things.
Hello.
I know.
We will not say no.
No, we will not.
So, a couple weeks ago,
Yeah.
I saw a clip from, I believe it's a podcast as well, actually, from two comedians, Catherine Ryan, she's Canadian, she's a mom, she's a comedian, I think she's based here in the UK.
No, London. Yeah.
So she's based here in the oh gosh, Lord Jesus, Steve, cut that out.
Steve, don't cut that out. Keep that in. Recklessness in the workplace.
Recklessness in the workplace. So basically, she was talking to another comedian. I cannot remember her name. I think it's London
Hughes or something like that?
Yeah. So they were talking about having children. And I thought it was a really good discussion to have amongst us ladies, and also Shamim here to have her perspective on it because she doesn't have children. Mm-hmm. So I was interested in us kind of tapping into this. So I'll play the clip.
Okay.
And then we could start our discussion.
The right clip this time.
Yeah.
I'm only joking.
Oh, gosh, man. But the right clip is still not coming up. Ay, Dios mío, por favor.
Oprah Winfrey said she would never be Oprah Winfrey if she was a mother. Okay. And I would rather be Oprah than a mother, respectfully.
Yeah.
You haven't actually known your career without a child.
When I first met you, Violet was 3 months old.
This is what I'm saying. No. I remember your Edinburgh poster where you were pregnant with her.
So back then, did you know that you wanted to be child-free?
Yes. I knew from the age of 7.
What happened when you were 7?
My mum said when I was 7, I told her I didn't want any kids until I had a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. But from 7, I was like, career first. Okay. And then like, now that I have my career, I'm still like, no.
Yeah.
If I was a dad, I would probably have kids because it doesn't ruin your life. But with mom, like, kids ruin your life. Yeah. And people will say that they don't, but they all do. It's just whether it's worth the risk.
We know that you're doing very well. And I think people are very happy for you because you worked for it.
Yes, I did.
You are hanging out with super famous people. You are dancing. You are partying.
I feel like I'm living Entourage. You know, the show. Every day. I feel like I'm in Black Girl Entourage.
Do you ever get hate for the way
all
that you
the
express?
time? They kind of resent me for like having the audacity to live a child-free life.
Yeah.
I'm going to do me.
And statistically, studies show they live longer as well.
Do they? Mm-hmm. Look at life.
What time do you wake up in the morning?
Oh my God. Whenever I want.
She's laughing in my face.
My gosh,
now that I actually look at it again, and I'm like,
there's so much to unpack, isn't there?
There is so much.
Yeah, I didn't realize there was so much until I've listened to it again, because the first time round I didn't have much. Actually, the first time round, I didn't have much to say, but now I've listened to it again. I'm deeping a lot of the things that she's saying, and I'm like, okay, bet.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, bet.
Come on,
indeed.
guest.
Well, childless, as you know. It used to be a choice. It used to be a choice until I changed my mind.
Okay.
And then now it's not a choice anymore. But there's no one to have kids with.
Okay.
However, a child-free life, is it all that it's made out to be? Yes and no. Yes, for the fact that I can sleep until whatever time I want. I can go for whatever trip, holiday that I choose to go on without considering I've got kids to look after. But then on the other hand, I see my sister, I see you guys, my friends with kids, and it's more so with my niece and nephew that I'm like, oh my God, I get it. And now
Little
I want
people.
this. I feel like that was the real turning point for me. However, that whole thing of, I've got friends that are male with kids that are single dads, and then I've also got friends that are female that have kids. And she's right. The dads' lives are not ruined. My male friends that don't have kids are out there flying to Miami,
Still fine.
growing in their careers, expanding their businesses, and the wives or the ex-wives or the ex-girlfriends or whatever are stuck with the kids. However, I don't know, it's a weird thing for me. But you guys have kids, so
I don't know. She had me somewhere. I've always wanted to have children. I wanted to. Since the day you met me, I've always wanted a stack of kids. Economically, it's just not possible anymore. Do you understand? I've got 3 now. I'm good. Closed for business. Happy.
Closed?
Yeah.
Closed for business.
Fully closed for business. God hear me out, please, from my mouth to God's ears. Closed for business, for sure. 3 boys is more than enough. I'm good. I'm happy. I'm content. Why I say that, like I just said, economically, it just wouldn't be fair on them. It wouldn't be fair on me, and it wouldn't be fair on my other half either. Because we've got to give them some sort of life that brings everybody joy and peace of mind. And if we continue to have any more, then that's not going to be happening, basically. Fair enough. The bit that she lost me is because it's mere biology why men can still fly out. Okay. They can't get pregnant.
Yeah, exactly.
Their bodies cannot produce children. They can produce children, obviously, in that way, but they're not carrying the baby. They don't have any postpartum issues. They don't have any of those things that come with actually carrying the child and moving on. Do they go through the sort of the toils of having the baby and then going through the newborn phase? It depends with the man that you're with. I genuinely know most of the men that I know personally that have had children that are in my close-knit circle, their lives change after having children. Is it as restricted as the woman? Not necessarily. But their lives do change because they're active. They're active in every form possible. Yeah. They do the late nights. They do the pamper changes. They do stay and let maybe the woman have time off and all of that stuff, whatever it may be. So yeah, I don't know. It's a weird one for me when she specifically says children ruin your life. That I don't think it ruins your life. I genuinely don't think my children have ruined my life. Have I had to step back on a few things? A lot of things, actually. Yes. Is my life ruined? Definitely not. No. Yeah, definitely not. I wonder in what sort of aspect she thinks that you're ruined if you have children. Lish?
I have no idea because it's funny that she's saying that to someone that has a kid,
has a child,
that has a child that's also as equally, as successful really as she is.
It's also quite rude because she said you've never known your career without
a child.
Yeah.
But yeah, which is
but that's because she's probably made it work with her child. But then going back to that thing of like it ruined my life, Lily Allen came out and said something similar on another podcast the other day, and she was like how her kids ruined her career.
Oh, did she say that?
Yeah, because she would have been.
Didn't she want?
Yeah, I don't know. I literally just saw a clip. But she was basically saying they ruined her career because she would have been bigger had it not been for raising her kids.
I actually don't think so, Miss Allen. But okay.
each to their. She felt like that, but she could have been joking as well because it was a short clip.
Okay, yeah. Because it gets cut down.
Exactly.
You just don't know what really the full
been
conversation
clickbait,
was.
yeah.
However, there are some people who do truly believe that having kids ruin their lives.
So don't have children.
I mean, yeah, I feel like, me personally, as someone who definitely did not want any children at all, I don't think that kids ruin your life. I think you kind of just get on and do what you have to do with the responsibility that is given to you at that moment. However, at the same time, I do understand why she would want to be child free. I mean, I've always wanted to be child free out of mere selflessness. Like, I wanted, like you said, I want to be able to
Selfishness.
Selfishness. I'm not selfless. Let me bring that back. Out of pure selfishness, because I wanted to be that person to just be able to wake up and get up on that flight and go to wherever I wanted to go. I wanted to be that person to go to bed and wake up whenever I feel like it. I didn't want to have the responsibility of somebody depending on me for all of their needs.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
And now you have two.
And now I have two.
Yeah.
And hopefully no more. But yeah, now I have two. And as I mentioned before in one of our episodes, that even though I've said that I never wanted any children, I also feel like my children also came with blessings for myself as well. So I think a lot of things that I have been able to accomplish now, probably I would have never been able to get to that point if during my journey I didn't become a mom. So as with her saying that, okay, you don't know your career or whatnot without being a mom, she probably also wouldn't have been able to, reach where she is in that moment. Yeah. Without
I believe
being
actually her stardom was actually heightened by the fact that she became a mom, because she was on her posters pregnant, and a lot of women related to her still being
her husband
able to
left
work.
her, right?
Yeah, her partner left her, I believe. Or it was a mutual. I don't know what it was, but they were not together. Women saw her on these posters, still working, still hustling, doing what she needed to do, still touring while she was pregnant. Even after she had the baby, she was still working. Yeah. So she became somewhat aspirational to people who think that possibly
your life is over once.
Exactly, you can't do it and your life is over. Oprah, if she did have kids, I genuinely believe she would still be Oprah.
Oprah also,
I think her journey would be a little different.
And then also we don't know Oprah probably can't have kids.
Exactly. Yeah. Who are you to even speak on that?
We don't know her story.
Yeah.
So we don't know why she didn't have kids. And I mean, to be honest,
she's mentioned it. Yeah. She's mentioned it, Mimi. I think it's because when she said something about the trauma that she experienced as a child, abuse,
that's why
and she basically had decided that because of what can happen to children, she's not willing to have any. So
that's different.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly that.
So that's from trauma. Okay, so it's not because Oprah felt like she wouldn't be Oprah if she had kids. That would ruin her life. And I mean, Miss Landon or London, whatever your name is, if your mom felt that way, you wouldn't even be here right now.
No.
So I think it's a strong statement. I know people were eating her up in the comments. I can understand why she doesn't want to have children, but at the same time, I feel like her statement to say that children ruin your life was a bit overboard. Yeah, it was a bit overboard.
How are you finding discussions, let's say, when you're dating currently? Because the climate has changed significantly to when possibly, I was dating 10, 12 years ago. When you speak, let's say you meet someone, or, hypothetically, that is, you meet someone you're dating, instantly do you mention, I want to have children in the near future? No. Do you wait it out?
I wait it out.
Okay.
But if I'm being completely honest, I'm always swinging to yes and no.
Okay.
And it just depends on a day.
So it depends on the season on if you want to have children or not.
Yeah.
Sorry, explain.
No, it's such a strange thing.
Yeah.
Mind you, I'm heavily invested in like raising my niece and nephew alongside my
Yes,
sister.
indeed, yeah.
So there are days when I find them so adorable and I'm like, I want this for me. And it would be such a great experience because I think I'd make a great mum. And then on other days when I'm tired and I'm frustrated with work, life, paying the bills, doing A, B, and C, and I'm like, I can't imagine bringing a child into this
on
world.
top of that.
And then adding that on top of my stress or how the world is today and how we're moving, like socially, politically, and everything. And I'm like, do I really want to raise a human in this world? So it swings. However, when it comes to dating, the streets are a bit dry at the moment.
The streets are the sewer, I heard. I'm hearing the streets are the sewer, man. I'm hearing the sewer.
Discussion-wise, I don't personally bring it up right away, but if I feel like we are going down the road of like, okay, it could potentially be serious or I want to see this person more, then we have discussions like, hey, so are you thinking about having kids, etc., etc. However, I'm very open to dating men that already have kids.
Okay.
Because I understand that in my age bracket,
Interesting. Okay, yeah.
it's going to be a little bit hard to find a man in his 30s who's childless.
Yeah,
So
true.
there's also that thing of like, do you want to have more kids? And if they don't want to have more kids,
Then are you pursuing it or are you
that's
dropping it?
about it.
Because I'm like, why you
Because-
even getting to that point? Because by then,
because I'm always swinging left and right.
oh yeah, that's true.
I'm always swinging left and right.
Actually,
That's
that's true. Because
That is
with
quite
me,
dangerous, though.
I know.
yeah, with me it was a deal breaker
Yeah.
when I was dating someone, and
But
if
I'm
they
also
had
the sort
said
of
to
person
me,
where if I choose not to have kids today and say I don't have it with a partner, I'm very open to adopting.
okay,
So it doesn't
yes,
have to be
okay,
like
so
that.
there's a
Okay,
difference.
yeah.
Okay, there's a difference in that light because I was not, and I am still not open to adopting, fostering, or any of the above. I wanted children of my own, and then if I've had these conversations with you guys, I'm sure that if I biologically could not have any children of my own for one reason or another, I would still have been content. It wouldn't have been a void. I would have found something to fill the void with, if that kind of makes
Yeah.
sense. It wasn't going to be the be all and end all for me if my pregnancies, my childbirth stories are all extremely traumatic. The children that have come out of it, wonders, right? Absolute wonders. If I knew the process and the trauma that I would have gone through with having my children, I think maybe I would have made different decisions. Or maybe I would have, I don't know, prepared myself more, because we only told the blissfulness and the happiness. We've said this on the other episode where I'm like, if I discuss with people to say that I've got twins, then they're absolutely great. But if I try and tell people the other side of having twins, the complete sleepless nights, the hard work in general. Yes, it is my choice to have children, before people say that, because people have got this thing of saying it's your choice to have kids. Nobody told you to have kids. I know.
Yeah, that's
I
what
know
needs to
nobody
happen.
told me to have kids. I chose to have my children, but it still also brings somewhat of, uncomfortability. So if I knew how uncomfortable it was going to be, I maybe would have made, I don't know, different decisions in terms of maybe age and stuff like that. I maybe would have had my children younger. Yeah, but that's just me. I feel like if I had them slightly younger, it would have maybe not easier, but it would have been. I can't explain it really. I guess it is easier. It would have been slightly easier for me to bounce back.
You think you would have had
Your
more?
body,
You
or
think you would have more energy?
I think, and not just the energy. I think my body, number one, and mentally, number two. Yeah. I feel like I could have mentally handled it a little bit more if I was younger. When I was younger, everything was woo 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 woo.
but that
honestly,
could
in
have also
my
been the thing that
20s?
could have broken you.
Oh,
I think,
that's
yeah,
true.
I think so,
So,
as well
yeah.
too.
Yeah,
Because
that's true.
I would say in my younger age, I definitely I wasn't living an absolute healthy lifestyle.
No,
so
I
I
was
don't
reckless.
think I don't think I would have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still would have wanted to be out here in these streets, going to whatever
Going
social
to
event.
da-
with
da-
your
da-
I think
da.
friends, and
mentally
then
that
you've
would have,
got
yeah.
I don't know actually, because I
your friend circle, your social group would have probably been like childless.
that's true actually.
So we can't know that.
I still find that our social group is pretty much quite childless. Yours is not necessarily. I
Mine
think
is-
yours
yeah,
you've got
mine-
a
yeah,
healthy
yeah,
balance.
I
But I think of a few of my friends actually don't have any children, and I don't think it's necessarily. Actually, I don't think it's necessarily changed our relationships. In fact, I believe maybe it's bettered our relationships.
But if you were younger, is what I mean.
Oh,
'Cause you
yeah,
said,
that's
You
true.
would have been.
Yeah, it would
If
have
you were
been-
younger, it probably would have created a gap.
That's true. I'd have thought, okay, they're out and about doing
Yeah.
bits at
And I'm
recess,
here raising
and I'm
these
here
kids.
raising these kids. Yeah, and also my partner then would have been different. Oh, that would have been a nightmare. Hell no, was I having no kids with that ninja. That's for sure. Exactly. No way.
The father of my children always says that he thinks the reason why I was comfortable continuing with my pregnancies was because I already knew who he was as a father.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's the only reason. I remember having conversations with you about this, about how he was a father before we've had our own children, and I believe I would not have been with him if he wasn't the man that he was as a father.
Yeah.
He would have been a completely different man if he hadn't had children. A completely different man.
Yeah,
He would've-
I agree with that.
And there's
Yeah,
also
same.
no way he would have wanted to, like, I don't know, settle down in a way or whatever it may be. He wouldn't have been as grounded as he was if he hadn't had any children. So
do you think that that's why you were comfortable to continue with your pregnancy?
Yeah, I mean, I would say yes and no. I remember my mom having a conversation with me saying that, oh, you could just hide out here and have the baby and then go on and live your life. And I'm like, Mom, I'm not 16. Like,
Was she going to raise a child?
basically,
she was happy
like,
to do
yeah,
it,
she
yeah.
was. I was just like, I'm an adult. Like, like I could, I can do this. But I think because she just saw how distraught I was, and I think at that time too, I had so many plans, and I think that was the biggest damper for me. It was kind of like all my plans, everything, all the plans I've had in motion, everything that I want to do, I can't do it anymore because this
London
has
was
happened.
talking about you then?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess yes and no. It was only because I wasn't trying to be I wasn't trying to be a star. I feel like
No, but you had big plans.
I
and
did
then-
have big.
yeah.
I did have big plans. However, I think my plans they were more with moving, leaving this amazing country that I'm in right now. I think those were the big things for me. So it's not sort of say that, okay, yeah, that's why I said I can agree with what she's saying in a bit.
Fair.
In a way, but also I
She's
just
loud
feel
and
like,
wrong.
yeah, she's
She's loud and wrong. Do you feel that your friendships, relationships have changed when your friends have either had children, had more children, whatever it may be?
Definitely not with you guys. My other friend groups as well.
I've noticed actually most of your friends do have children.
Yeah,
Your
it's-
friends, your cousins,
yeah.
your family.
It's me.
Yeah.
It's me basically that's out here childless. And then you might have the odd friends here and there who have had kids and they've just really invested in being a parent that
They've bonded.
and
They
then
said-
you've just grown apart, which
Yeah.
doesn't matter because then there's still occasions where we might meet up. But I don't think it changes much because I love kids as well.
Yeah, you
so I'm always fully invested in like,
exactly hanging out.
okay,
with
where's the
kiddos.
birthday? Where's the
Yeah.
naming ceremony? Where's this?
Yeah.
I always thought you were gonna be between you two. I always thought it was gonna be you two. I thought I was gonna be in your seat.
When I found out that she was pregnant, I remember that day. I think we had gone out for a coffee or something, and you were like, "Oh yeah, Lish is pregnant." I was like, "Excuse you? Who?
Oh my god!
Out of who?"
Yeah, you were very pregnant by then. You were almost ready to pop. Because we weren't talking about it until you got in later on. Because I was like, "Are you ready for people?"
And didn't
to
they
know?
meet on one of my birthdays?
And mentally, yeah.
So you should be thanking me, really.
Exactly.
I should not be thanking
me.
You ruined my life. Both of you guys, I saved your life. Let's talk about it. Both of you guys ruined my life.
Talk to
I
her.
didn't ruin anything. I didn't. I merely blessed you the
There
way
you
I
go.
was blessed.
Yeah, you were blessed with
Exactly.
two beautiful kids.
Indeed, yeah.
Shout out
And
to
a
my
loving partner.
Shout out to my kids.
Not the roll of the eyes when the loving partner went
shout out
out
to my
there.
children.
She rolls her eyes all the time.
But yeah, I don't know. People, it's a weird one. My boys were genuinely prayer points. I picked the month, I picked the day, I picked everything about them. I picked
But you
gender.
were really purposeful.
Yeah, I was
about
extremely
that.
purposeful. I was extremely purposeful with Camille, and that's why he's named Camille. I was extremely purposeful with Kareem and Kadeem. With Kareem and Kadeem, however, I thought it was just going to be one. Although, actually, there's a few people around me that I already knew that there was going to be two. For instance, my partner's dad, he has always said that he knew that there was going to be two.
Wasn't he praying for two?
Of course he was.
Yeah.
Camille
Yeah.
said he was going to have two baby brothers, so he knew. And then
Each and every one of us has a set of twins.
oh yes, oh my goodness, I've just
Running in the
noticed.
family. Imagine that.
Wow, oh my goodness, yeah, what a random coincidence. What a random coincidence. Yeah, just twins everywhere.
Everywhere.
Twins all around
She's
us.
going to have twins next.
Yeah, exactly. Or triplets.
It's always the trend. She
of
has,
course.
there's
and then
it's
There's
gonna
no
be
trend. The
triplets.
trend happened.
Okay,
I had
maybe
my
the trend
son.
might be me.
Yeah, the trend will be you. I think you're next.
I think the trend
Yeah.
is just if Alicia gets pregnant, I'm likely guaranteed to be pregnant afterwards.
So
because
yeah.
it's done. It's over. There's no more pregnancies.
Of course, when I had Camille, and then I planned for the second, I had said if the second doesn't come, it is what it is. Because I've got Camille, so it's all good. But when she got pregnant, I was like, the second is coming. Because it more or less was the same with Camille.
Literally.
Exactly.
Yeah,
more or less
no.
was the same.
Crazy.
So
It was crazy.
it-
And we went out. We went out for dinner the day before I found out I was pregnant. And I remember you were driving, so I had the rest of our bottle of wine.
you were passed out.
I downed a whole bottle of wine.
I was playing gospel music in the car, and she said one word, and then she was out until we got home. I was like, and I was a new driver then too. I'm like, this girl's over here trusting me, without realizing that she was just hella pregnant, basically.
I was just like, yeah. The next day, I was like,
Were both your pregnancy surprises to you?
Yeah, they were never planned.
and why would I plan pregnancies? They
I
were
do.
not. They were not prayer. They were not prayer
They were not
points.
prayer points.
They were not
Absolutely
purposeful.
not.
They were not prayer points.
No,
or
I did
purposeful.
not plan them at all. They were. I wouldn't have had winter babies if I planned.
If you had planned
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Have you always wondered why, let's say if you're seeing someone or were to see someone and they're, let's say in their 30s or 40s, which would be our bracket, and they don't have any children, right? But they say they want to have children with whoever they end up with. Have you always ever wondered why they don't, especially men? And do you think that's
A red flag.
You know what? I've never
or a
wondered
pink
that.
flag?
A pink
Yeah.
flag.
It doesn't have to be red
Yeah.
completely.
No, I've never wondered that. And reason being is because they probably might think the same thing about me.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? But then, at the same time, most men that have been in their 30s and have been childless have usually been guys that were ready to settle down and get this baby thing rolling by tomorrow,
On and
where I was
popping.
like, I'm not ready for that.
Okay.
Leave me out of it.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now we've got a problem because how are we not ready for it now? Because I'm
the people that I
said- she
met,
said
as in
the
like the actual people,
that
yeah,
actual
I'm not ready for
person.
that with you.
With you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so it's the person.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're wasting their time.
But that's why we're not together. So I didn't waste their time. Most of them are married.
Okay, they
literally met someone and were married like 6 months later.
We're out. And I think sometimes it's a tick box for people, huh?
I don't want to be a tick box. And I don't want you to be a tick box either.
I genuinely feel sometimes it's a tick box for people. Like I've met someone, I've got a deposit for a house, especially in this country. I've been in the streets. I've now got the job. Amazing salary. I've got a deposit for a house. I've got my dream car. And what's next, really? Because my parents keep on chatting, is me getting a wife and kids. Yeah. And it's not necessarily... I was listening to the boys today on the Receipts podcast. I was listening to James and Fuhad. And they were saying about how it's like the proposal thing is not important to them at all. Like how they're doing it, all of that stuff. They're really just doing it for the girl, for the woman. If it was up to them, they'll just be in a room somewhere in the yard and then just bring out a ring and say, let's get married.
Yeah. I would send a text message.
You would send a text message?
To say I got proposed via text.
Oh.
But I feel like that's her vibe anyway. Isn't that your vibe anyway?
No, I got proposed to
I got via text.
How have I forgotten this story?
I got a text
message to say, will you marry me?
So I got a package at the door.
Okay, with the ring in it.
The ring, yeah.
Okay.
So
anything else but the ring?
No, it was just it was
ring?
actually it was just a package.
Big up to you, Yoruba man.
And then it was a package, and I he actually kind of timed it not that bad because just when I was gonna like send question marks, then I got the text. Will you marry me with like 10,000 emojis?
That's so cute.
Behind it.
The ring was custom though, so there was thought into that.
There was thought because I remember when we were by that jewelry store actually some months ago, and I was like, oh, I like the design of this one. So there was thought to it because he remembered that's the one where I said like I like the design.
Right.
But, yeah,
it's interesting.
Yeah,
have I told you Uncle John had the ring for?
You said for ages, right?
It was just sitting in the house. I had no clue that ring was in the house. And I stayed snooping.
Were you looking?
No, I wasn't looking for the ring.
Yeah, because she never found it.
I never found it. So I wasn't looking for it, number one. And number two, I'm always snooping in his stuff. Not in like a weird way, but we live together. So I'm just like, cleaning, getting rid of stuff because he's such a hoarder and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, let's get rid of this.
Thank God you didn't throw the ring away.
Right? Imagine, because that would have been something I'll do. Because I'm like, what's this box? In the bin. Recycling. That's me. I would have gone straight into recycling. But he had the ring for about 3 or 4 years, and I knew nothing about it. And it wasn't a text, but it was, COVID pandemic time. And people are gonna say, "Oh, it's because he was lonely." No, he wasn't. We were living.
You guys were living together.
Yeah, wasn't Cam already?
Yeah, we had our son and everything, cohabitating, all of that, the whole entire shebang. So we're living together, and it is what it is. But he then just one day, randomly out of the blue, in his singlet, in his white vest.
Shout out to Yoruba men for real.
Exactly, in his white vest. And it was a breakfast thing, actually, which was cool.
Nice. That white vest.
Yeah, the white vest, man. All the time in the jalamiya on top. Yeah. He had his white vest. He brought the breakfast. And he was like, oh, like, here you go. I'm like, here I go. I said, huh? And he was like, yeah, will you marry me? I was like, wow, okay, then cool. I was like, bet. And then it fit too. I was surprised. I was like, what? He's like, I actually listened.
Measuring that ring.
Yeah, he said he listened when I worked at the jewelry brand. Remember that jewelry brand I used to work for? And he asked me a couple of times when I was working there. He was like, oh, did you get measured for your ring size or whatever it may be? And I was like, yeah, actually I'm a size blah, blah, blah. He clocked then. And when he went to Qatar, that's when he ended up getting the ring there. And that was like 4 years. He kept it. And I was like, and to this day, he doesn't really have much of a reasoning for why he kept it.
He just left
Just
it.
wanted to know whether you were going to be...
Mine was too big.
But we had a kid together and everything. Yeah.
Give that man a break. He brought a ring to the house.
I had
Put
to
a ring on it.
I had to get mine resized.
You had to get yours resized, yeah. But
Look at
it's
the
a,
attitude.
it's a beautiful ring.
No, I'm joking.
Yeah, he did a good job. It's a
Yeah.
beautiful ring.
Shout out to the text messages.
Yeah, to the guys who proposed via text. I think you might even end up going viral for this statement.
What, for the
honestly.
text message?
Yeah. I've never heard of anyone getting proposed to via text, but that's just a very African thing to do. It's one of those, we are going to be together, so let's just be
let's
together.
just do it.
And, you know, my dad did that. My brothers did that. It's like, you know, you should know. My actions should
That
speak
we're
louder.
together.
Yeah, than anything.
We just need to
Yeah. Are you a big...
make it official.
production type of person?
no.
Yeah.
Low key. Keep it low. I mean, don't propose via text.
Don't do that, guys. Don't do that.
You don't want the text message?
Exactly.
No, I mean, it's cute for you.
Yeah. Are you single, by the way?
Yes, she's very single.
Okay. You hear that, guys?
Well, she's a very
Single and dating.
Single and not dating.
Oh,
the
single.
streets are dry.
Okay.
And I don't like to go on dating apps.
Okay. Yeah. Of course. And that's the time for it at the
don't
moment,
go
isn't
out.
it?
I work
yeah.
all the
Yeah,
time.
people don't want to meet people in the real world anymore.
No, they don't.
I want to meet people in the real world.
Yeah, but I mean,
but people don't.
yeah,
want
so
to.
it's hard.
Yeah.
I was listening to an ad actually today about how they've got this AI setup now on this dating app so that you actually know that you're speaking to an actual real person. Because people have been, you know, botting. And
The bots have been on the dating
and
apps?
419ing and all of that
Oh
stuff
my
on the app.
419.
Yeah.
My friend was promoting his business on a dating app.
Oh my goodness.
I was
Did
like-
you hear about the restaurant as well? Go on about the friend and I'll talk about the restaurant.
He was like, I got banned from said dating app because
Okay.
I was promoting my business on there. I said, so were you trying to date people? Like
Oh,
actively date
what?
people? He said, well, I had to try a thing, promote
my
my business.
gosh.
And then he got banned. So
He
can't
was
date anyone
promoting
again.
his business
Did he
on
work?
the dating app.
I don't actually know if it worked, but he was promoting it. Because we were speaking about like dating and how we meet people, and where we can meet people.
Of course.
And yeah,
It's interesting because there's a restaurant basically that was on the dating app and there was pretend to be an actual guy and
Yes.
say meet me at 8 p.m. at
Oh,
this restaurant.
yes,
Remember,
I
did
saw
you guys
that.
hear that?
Yeah.
And then you would get
And
there
so
but
they-
you would think that you stood up.
You're there already,
You're
so
there
we'll
already,
just
so
have
you're
a
just
meal.
gonna have
Yeah.
a meal. So in the end, they ended up, and then apparently one person actually ended up noticing, damn,
Yeah.
there's a lot of tables for one
Yeah.
in this place. So there was just like one person,
Yeah.
one person, one person, one person. It's like this is concerning, and then of course it
mean,
ended up coming out that the
that is a
restaurant
great
was
way to
actually
promote your business.
It is,
Getting-
but it's
getting people
very,
into your
very
business.
unethical and
So
morally
unethical.
wrong. Oh my goodness, so morally wrong. Those people, few people getting
poor
dressed
people.
up.
I
and
wouldn't
stuff.
even go back to that restaurant.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no, absolutely
Yeah, I
not.
wouldn't.
I wouldn't either.
And I'm walking away. I'm not eating. I'm gonna go
Hell
eat
no.
somewhere where
I
I
would go
want
Yeah,
somewhere
you
else.
know?
Yeah, I wouldn't. I
exactly.
wouldn't eat there. I would go somewhere else.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
go find somewhere else. I wasn't a big dater anyway. It's very. Yeah, I wasn't a big dater.
I was a
hated-
big
I
dater.
hated
Everybody
dating.
knows I was a dater.
Not this hussy over here.
Dater. Sign me up for a free
was the- it
meal.
was-
I'm the reason why men are like the first date should be like a coffee or something.
Okay.
Because you were going out there for them free meals.
The free meals.
You were just hungry.
Catch me at the free meal.
Oh my goodness.
Starving.
Yeah, I wasn't much of a dater. I'm very particular about the energies that I keep. You guys know this.
Mm-hmm.
So even if it was just like a dinner, whatever it may be, and if your energies are completely off, I just want to get up and go.
You can still do that.
No, but you somehow feel obligated to be a nice person and finish, conversation and the meal and say, I might never see you.
I've
don't
gotten
feel like
left
that.
once,
You got
but
that?
not because not because of me. I had to work. But yes, I did
You
get.
got-
I got left at one.
Oh, you got left
once.
at a date?
Yeah, at a
Okay.
date. Yeah,
He had to what?
He had to.
leave
He
for work?
He had to run off.
Okay.
But I mean, I understand what you're saying. But I understand what you're saying. I mean, you could just.
Have you left before?
I don't
What,
think
a
I've ever
date?
left.
Yeah.
I haven't left a date. I've had really good dates.
Okay.
I've probably only ever had like one bad date. And that's when I let my guard down.
Oh, right.
Because I would never go to anyone's house on a first date.
Okay.
And I did.
What?
I made that mistake once, and it was the most terrible mistake ever.
Yeah.
I I went to their home and it was amazing. Actually, they cooked like a 3-course, 4-course
Mine
meal.
didn't even cook.
Oh, no way.
So what was you trying to do on the first date?
I thought he was gonna cook.
Oh, he wasn't gonna cook. You got
wasn't-
there
he
and he
wasn't
just
gonna
what
cook.
he
He
ordered.
wanted
to do what, a Netflix
He
He
ordered
didn't even
show?
order.
He just
oh,
wanted
this
to
was
smash.
a pre-Netflix.
Oh,
Okay.
When they were
Yes.
sending the DVDs. No, I'm joking.
Not sending the DVDs.
Not the DVDs. Yeah, he wasn't trying to cook. He wasn't trying to do anything. So then,
Was he
whilst
trying to
I was-
smash at least?
he was trying to smash, but
Okay.
I was not trying to.
Oh,
smash.
you were
He-
on
so that
that
wasn't a
time.
date.
Yeah.
He said, you know.
he really
yeah.
It was a booty call.
he thought it
He
was a
wanted
booty
it
call.
to be a
It was
booty
not going to be a
call.
booty
Yeah.
call. And then I was like, yeah, I'm ready
excuse
to
me.
go
Sorry,
home.
guys.
Didn't last more than 30 minutes.
Oh, okay, that makes
Ready to
sense.
go home.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I did leave there. Yeah.
Okay. I had a full-fledged 4-course meal. He was an amazing cook. He didn't try nothing else. He wasn't trying to smash nothing. He just cooked dinner, dessert, the whole entire shebang. I was full as anything. He even got me a cab home and stuff. But he ended up being one of the worst people I've ever dated in my life. And even if I see
But
him
wait,
today,
so the first date was good though.
first date was, all the dates were really good. But I do regret actually meeting him point blank.
Okay.
That's all the people, to be honest.
She really
You
does
know,
not like
I'm
anyone
not-
that she's ever dated
No,
before.
I don't think I've never liked, it's such a shame.
The friends of her past.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
friends
that's
of the
those
past.
friends.
If I was to see them today, like I've got no animosity towards them. It's just that I wish I had my guard up a lot more. My guard was down, and it was not a good time. So I feel like I was taken advantage of a lot of the times in the relationships that I was in, and it's no fault to their own.
Yeah.
It was really me. I needed to sort myself out, grow all of that stuff, and then start being in the dating world and stuff like that. But yeah. If I were to see them today, what's funny is that London is a really, really small place. I have never seen these people ever again.
Wow.
Oh, I see all my
And
exes.
it has to be God.
Well, why?
No, as in like I see them.
But do you date like the same type of?
No, I just London
You have
is so
to date
small.
the same sort.
No,
same type
okay,
of
think
people
about
then.
it. You grew up in America. You came here. You didn't have
Of course,
the
I wouldn't
school
see-
experience,
yeah,
the college
yeah,
experience. You were France.
Yeah.
Then came here.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas I've gone to primary school here, secondary school, college.
I technically have grown here literally all my life
Yeah.
though. Still, I just did not date within the same circles, and I'm
Even
not
if
saying
you don't
I
wanna
didn't
date
have
in
a
the-
type. I'm just saying they were just all very different, and we would not. And what I tend to do, I tend to be with someone who's my complete opposite. I am currently in a relationship with someone who is my complete opposite. We're not in the same circles. We don't listen to the same music. Like we're complete
Promise
opposites.
you, I don't.
You don't have
look for
your,
people
is your
that are in
tick
the
box,
same.
isn't it in the same?
No,
No.
I feel like all my exes are quite different.
Okay.
They're very different.
Are they all
However-
Nigerian?
Are they?
Most of them. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, all my exes.
Yeah. I'm like, are they? Yeah.
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 They have a type and it's me.
Ooh,
There you go.
That's-
She said it.
that's a conversation for another episode.
Yeah.
There's lots of them, by
Yeah.
the way, in London especially. I date exclusively
We're
black
outnumbered.
and African.
Yes.
We're outnumbered, and you're going to meet
Yeah. You're gonna meet
Nigerians wherever you go.
Yeah.
However, I always find that somebody knows somebody that knows somebody. We were at dinner that time when we were going to watch the Beyonce movie.
oh yeah,
And she was like, I really think you should have dated this guy. He's like this and he's like
"Oh
that.
yeah,"
And I
and
was
you
like,
ended up knowing him.
I was like, show me who it is.
Is he
Yes,
the one
that
we're talking
guy.
about? Yeah,
Ah,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I was
He's
like-
fine as hell.
And I was like, show me. And I was like,
fine
oh
as
hell
hell.
no! Like, he's
Yeah.
really close.
Because she knows
Because I know him. We went to college together.
Okay, he's fine as hell.
He is.
He is.
fine.
He is.
He's fine as hell, man.
No, and we're two different people. We're
Yeah,
not
that's
compatible.
true.
I can't
But-
keep up with his Instagram life. I don't even go on Instagram.
But no, that opposites attract.
Opposites
Not
attract.
these
indeed.
opposites.
So,
Like,
so you don't want a man that's on.
I don't want a man that's on social.
social
I want a
media.
man that's completely incognito. Nobody knows you. When they see you, they're like, "Where is he from?
Okay.
Did he fly in from
So you just
somewhere?
don't want anybody that's from London.
Basically.
You need to meet somebody on
Outside
a
of
flight
London.
somewhere.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
you need
That's
to.
why you need to come to Dubai with us. Thank you.
That might be the trick.
Exactly. That might be the trick indeed. I don't think your person is a Londoner.
No, I have dated
Yeah.
foreign people. And that one foreign guy from...
Oh, damn! Yes, oh my God. I remember that one.
Yeah, okay,
Jeez
with
Louise. Oh, damn.
long distance
He
relationships
done left a
are
stain on all of us.
tricky. Very
That
tricky.
guy. Oh, my
Very
goodness.
tricky.
Very tricky indeed.
Yeah.
There you go.
Very tricky indeed.
Yeah. No, we have to. Shamim will come back. We need to continue.
No, we have to come back because we have to
this
continue this
conversation.
because
Yeah.
he even moved on from this whole having kids.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
from
yeah.
dating
I forgot
and
what
then
we were
this
discussing.
man. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're just we were talking about everything and anything.
Yeah.
But yeah. Just to double down, my kids are a definite blessing. They're my joys. They're my
Amen.
everything, and they will continue to be from this day and moving
Amen.
forward. They're going to be everything and anything. And on top of that, I'm not one of those parents as well that'll be like, I'm going to bring them up so that they can do this for me. No,
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
by the way,
I'm
side
bringing
note.
them up so that they just can be amazing human beings.
Yeah.
On their own, independently, without being attached to having to look after a mother, a father. I don't know how their dad feels, but on my
Not
my
speaking for the
side,
father.
I'm gonna have my own thing. I'm gonna retire in peace, and God bless them if they help mom out or if they love to visit mom and all of that stuff. God bless them if they do all of
Yeah.
those things. But it's not my intention.
Are you
for
going
my
to be a
children
very
to-
hands-on grandma?
if they allow me to. I'm not gonna force it. I've got my own life to live. I've had my kids. I've done my night shifts of
you're gonna
newborns
be
and
a
stuff like that.
glamour.
I'm gonna most likely be
Oh, well,
a
you're
glamour.
lucky because you have boys.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm,
I'm most likely
I
gonna
would have to be a
glamour.
present grandma.
Yeah, you would have to be because you got her. Yeah, she's gonna need
have a
your
girl,
help.
yeah.
They
Yeah,
always say that
exactly.
daughters always come back home to look after their mums and dads.
Yeah.
And it's the boys that are like, yeah, I'm out. I got my own family.
It's
I got
funny
my
that,
own
but then
life.
my mum was like, my brothers were obsessed with her. Like they looked after her and all of that. And that's the other thing. It wasn't a requirement for them either. It was just a plus for
Yeah.
her. It wasn't a requirement, but yeah, they did everything and anything for mom. And she had three boys, and of course us the girls. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to experience the love we had to give her when we got older.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I think that's only true in certain. I don't know, in certain instances. It depends on how you're raised and who you are.
My family is definitely about bringing kids and
To
them
take
kids
care of
to
And to
them.
take care of you. Keep on having kids so they can take care of you. If it's not this one, it's that one. It's not going to be that
and
one, it's
I
this one.
don't sign up to that.
How many
And
siblings do you have?
How many?
Yeah.
A lot.
With the same parents?
Just all together in general. Just call
I
it
think
all
there's
together.
about 7 of us.
Wow,
Yeah.
7.
Yeah. There's a lot of them.
7.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm the third. But I'm also the first for my parents, as in like
Together.
My, yeah,
Okay.
together.
Okay. All right.
Wow, yeah. No, I'm not expecting my my babies to take care of me in old age. My mom has 3 of us, and my mom's in her 70s, and none of her children. We all live thousands of miles away from my mom.
Yeah, exactly.
But obviously, if she needs us, we're there for her.
Yeah, indeed.
But yeah, I would kind of expect my kids to be the same. I want them to travel. I want them
Yeah,
to
to do their thing.
Yeah.
to go
Live
out
life,
there. Yeah,
not be
Yeah.
being held down. This is the other thing it's funny that you mentioned that because I think a few people will say and comment on that whole when she was saying, children will ruin your life, but there's adults that I know that cannot leave the country because they're looking after their mum or their dad.
Yeah.
And or they're looking after their mum and dad's businesses, or looking
Yeah.
after their mums and dad's houses, and
Yeah.
they've got their still responsibilities that are even not worse, but even take more time than having children because children grow up.
yeah,
and
yeah,
leave,
yeah.
right? But if you're over here looking after the
You have to
family
look after your
business, or
parents and
looking
all of
after
that.
your
Yeah,
parents, it can be a long haul for some
Oh,
people.
it's a lot.
Exactly, it's a lot, and
Yeah.
you know how, especially with African parents, as they get older, they somewhat become slightly more challenging to deal with, depending on your relationship, and that can also take a toll. So that whole maybe children are the ones that the only things that can ruin your life. That's
Yeah.
not the case at all.
Yeah,
Even
of course.
careers. People are in these careers that are burning them down. They work for hours on end, and yes, they're getting the 6-figure salary or whatever it may be, but they're on the toll on their mental health, on the fact that they have no life besides work. For me, that's also your life being ruined.
Yeah, exactly.
I think London saying that is just because she feels like I made this choice at 7, as she says, and it's worked out for me.
Well, let's keep an eye on her. Let's see a couple years from now.
Let's keep an eye on her.
Yeah.
I don't think she necessarily will have children. I'm
She
just
might
saying
change her
that
mind
there's
later on.
you never know.
She might not change her mind. And also just stop policing wombs in general. How about we stop talking about wombs point blank? Unless it's really no one's business except for your own. The amount of times that I had Cam. Oh, when are you gonna have a baby? I've had Cam. After I had Cam 2 years later, when are you gonna have another baby? Please back up. Chill.
It's not even that. Are you helping when the next baby comes?
Exactly.
That's my biggest question.
You're begging for the first child. I've had one.
Yeah.
Now leave it alone.
Nobody
right?
helps.
Exactly.
Nobody helps. But they're ready for the next child to come. Yeah.
Even
now
that I've had twins, people are like, oh, the next one. When's the next one? Should be a girl. I have no desire to have a girl child.
Yeah.
Zero desire.
Shout out to my baby girl. Mommy loves you.
Yeah, but mommy does love you.
Baby girls are the sweetest.
They are amazing, beautiful. I was a baby girl. Of course.
But you just don't want them.
I just have no desire or interest to have a girl child. So for people to insist that I should have one because they somehow avoid in my life because I don't have a girl child is ludicrous. Stop policing people's wombs and keep it pushing, man.
Yeah.
And keep it pushing.
Yeah.
And, and likewise, when let's say when we see each other and we haven't seen each other in a while, yes, I will actually ask, are you seeing someone? But I'll never say, when are you having kids? That's not,
but anybody who does that, I'm just like, leave me alone.
A point of conversation.
Yeah.
First of all, girl, are you in love? Are you yes. Because
am I being treated right?
Exactly.
Kids are not the be all and end all.
They're sure not.
Yeah.
They're sure not.
Am I mentally and spiritually happy?
Exactly.
How about that?
And also, do you know the toll of having children? Like I said, sometimes it can be traumatic.
Yeah.
And not everyone wants to go through that. Leave people alone in their choices. If they want them, great. If they don't want them, great for them too. Yeah, great for them too. Anyway, tap in the comments and see what you say about having children, not having children, and all of the above.
What are we going to do about these kids?
What are we going to do about these kids indeed? Thank you for tuning in, everybody. I am Dee.
I'm Lish.
And I'm Mimi.
And this is Allow It. Thanks, guys.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.